Guys, we have a brand new Axial Capra four-wheel steer. They've paid attention. They've made some changes. This is awesome. Let's dig in. The first thing you're going to notice are the tires, right? Real Baja Pro X tires by Proline. Phenomenal. And they come with a two-stage foam. The next thing you're going to notice isn't quite so obvious here. I mean, granted, you got to look at the bottom to see this. The diffs, they have built-in sliders on these. Look at how that is set up right there. Yeah, that is smooth. I love seeing that. Another thing you're going to notice is the suspension. They've adjusted the suspension. It no longer drops way out. It should be a lot more stable right out of the box, ready to go. But the biggest change is in the transmission. They dropped the gear ratio. The transmission is now 43% lower than what it was. The new ratio is 45.2 to 1. The old ratio was 31.6 to 1. That's with the stock pinion gear, all that stuff. So everything in here has been adjusted, fine-tuned, and made better. Let's dig in a little further. The tires again, like I said, real Proline. This is awesome. And they're on real beadlock wheels. These are the Proline Fulcrum wheels. I do believe that's how you say it. The shocks and springs have been refined. Look at that. That's all you got for droop. One of the biggest things about the Capra is you got to control the suspension. And I believe they did it for us. I like that right there. Because, man, with the old Capra, it would pull out so far and just really upset things. I think they got it right this time. It's got the Spectrum S683 servos with a 25 spline servo horn. Metal horns on top of that. This right here is familiar. So that means everything that you currently have on your current Capra will fit right on. There are parts all over the place for these axles. The skid is familiar. We've seen this before, so no changes there because they didn't need to make any changes. Where the skid dropped out, you can see the transmission is pretty much unchanged as far as the outside dimensions. It's all inside. Now, this is the four-wheel steer version, so there is no dig active on it. However, as you can see, you can put dig in this transmission. So I've got a feeling we're going to be seeing these in the other Capra models available soon. I like this. The motor is a 540 size 35 turn motor. We first saw the name Slick Rock in the Helamon. So this is a little bit smaller version, but that is there. Another thing I want to mention about the transmission, the internal ratio of the original one was 13 to 1. This new one is 17.6. So yeah, it is much nicer and it eliminates the need to change the transmission because it's all there. Plus, like I showed you, you can still get the dig in this right here, which is just awesome. Get a book with it, all that. You get the tools right here. And this, remember when I was talking about that dig option? All your parts and pieces are in here. Save this, put this up, don't lose it. Those individual parts can be hard to find. With all that done, let's look at the lights. We got those. Now comes the best part. We get to go drive it. Let's go. And let's get this going here. I'm wanting to look for tire compression. Got some going right there. We're going to hit some climbs. Check out this suspension, which I think is tuned so much better than what it is, or what it used to be at least. Make that pull right there. Yeah, torque feels reasonable. It really does. Now, it is the same far as layout. Fitting a 550 size motor or something would probably be an issue. So, but we'll just have to see how all that works. Nice pull right there. I want to see if I can make this work. All right, there we go. Right there. Make that turn right down through here. Oh man, almost made that. So close. Got it like that though. All right, so I can make this. All right. Not quite going to make that. But you know what? With a little bit of practice, I bet you I can. I got to make that thing make the turn up here. And we're going to go right back and see if we can get some crack-a-doom action. Yep. Nice. All right, let's get this going now. Kind of want to try to go high with it. Let me see here. Get that back end down. Let's see here. That front should pull up. Yep, did that pretty well. Now there's no overdrive on this, so it's not pulling itself down like what I'm used to. Now I do got to tell you though, if I can make that drop down into there. I do got to tell you, with these portals, you know, there's overdrive gears like all over the place. Let's see here. All right, this front right tire is coming up, and that's never a good sign here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the back end down like this right here. Oh, that did not work. But notice it's still stable though. Well, that was a different way of getting it, I guess. I think a little bit of brass, a little bit of tuning, like you know I'm going to do to this thing. Get some overdrive gears in it to make that front pull. I think we're going to be right where we need to be. Let's go ahead and check that speed. That's what you got. Now, or the original Capra, that thing would be hauling booty right now. So definitely got a lot better gearing on this thing. So, and then you put the 11-tooth pinion gear on it, or possibly even a 10 or a 9 maybe, and I think we'll be all set. Now keep in mind, the transmission, like I showed you, is set up to have the dig assembly put in it. There's a little spacer, there's a little lockout in there. Just when you pull the transmission apart, you take that out, and you generally just simply continue driving, or you continue doing the install. You'll need a different radio with a little more channels, but pretty simple. Let's go ahead and pull some lines here. Now, if you notice, Axial trucks, man, they're getting more and more features on them. And I'm always a feature guy. I love the features. I don't know, maybe it's just, I don't know, like gadgets and stuff, but I do. I like features. I don't know if I'd say I'm a nerd, but I do have some nerd tendencies. All right, let me see if I can, woo. Woo. That's a nasty spot right there. All right, let's see here. Oh, not the way I wanted to go. There we go. Get my turning right. Ah! I got to learn how to drive four-wheel steering better. One last pull. I'm not sure what these tires are. I need to check and see if these tires are Predator or G8. More than likely G8. Because G8 will just simply last a little bit longer. So probably G8. Bring that down into here. Hung up on the C-hub. Wonder if I can, there we go. I had to do the steering and get the back C-hub off of the hang-up I had going on. That's a good little spot right here. And what stinks is I'm going to have to adjust things soon. But you know what? I think this is way, way better than any other RTR Capra I have ever had. Well, guys, I can tell you right now, the gearing is a huge benefit. It really is. The suspension is so much better than the older versions. The shocks, the limits, the little skid back here, all of that. This is a really nice platform right here to build off of. Now, granted, It's a Capra. We've seen the Capra. We've seen all kinds of variations of the Capra. We've seen all of that stuff, right? But this right here, out of the box, is the best Capra ever released. Just, I gotta be honest with you. And really, the suspension, the tires are a huge deal. Big deal here. Suspension, everything. Total package out of the box. This is the best Capra I've ever seen. Simple as that. Modify this thing, it just gets better. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoy the video. I'll link this up down below. Use those links. Hit that subscribe, ring that bell, and you guys have a wonderful day. If you're still watching, you are top shelf. You are the cream of the crop, the pick of the litter. You are phenomenal. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. Now, down below, there are links for the products you see. Also for channel memberships, if you guys want to be a part. Channel members get early viewing on pretty much everything that I can. So guys, check that description. There's a lot of info down there. Thank you all for watching.